again, everybody. Welcome back to Polly's Pantry. I'm Polly Pitch, and today we're going to be doing another one of those cool little weeknight ideas. We're going to do a play on fish and chips. Not the fried stuff. We're going to bake off a couple of cod loins here and pan fry some leftover baked potatoes to make our chips. Doctor them up a little bit and make a really nice, really simple dinner, about 10-15 minutes. Again, before we get going, thanks again for joining us here today, live and in color on YouTube. We're over 2,500 views, creeping up on 2,600. Got about 80 subscribers, which is fantastic. We have fans in London and we have fans in Australia, as well as all over the fabulous United States. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your support to this crazy little idea that we got going on here. We're having a lot of fun. A cookbook is in the works. Some logo wine glasses is in the works. And a couple little series are in the works here. So we'll keep on going. As long as you keep watching, we'll keep putting them out here. Before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Get a billboard out in the freeway. Let everybody know about Polly's Pantry here. We're pushing 80 subscribers again, which is about 78 more than I thought we'd get myself, but one of my kids would probably subscribe. But really a lot of cool stuff going on. Check them out, hit the little notifications bell. We'll let you know when we're up and running here. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter as well. You'll find all our recipes in the link down below to what we're making today, what we always make. Recipes are in the photos section on Facebook and on the Twitter page, and I'm babbling here, so let's get to work. So what I've got is 2 little 4-ounce cod loins. Any whitefish will work, an orange roughy, tilapia, anything will work. And I got another leftover baked potato. We're gonna cut it to chips and make a really cool play on this. If you caught my steak videos, we took that steak out for a little bit, let it sit kind of on the counter, get the room temperatureness out of it. I did the same with the cod, and I took it out of the fridge, let it sit a little bit, and that's all the excess water that came out of there. So you want to let it sit on some paper towels for a little bit, but you'll see we got quite a bit in there. And again, fish come out of the water. I believe this was in the freezer for a while, so it's just going to hold the water. It's going to help it cook a little bit better. It's going to help the seasoning stick a little bit. It's going to help it crisp up a little bit in the oven. So, as always, we have a glass of wine here in the pantry. Got a really nice Pinot Grigio, something nice and light, something easy to go with the fish, something that should complement it. So let's have a little sip of wine, head over to the stove, and I'm going to show you a really cool, really simple dinner in about 15 minutes. So, not bad. All right, let's make some fish. Okay, at the stove we are ready to do our pantry play on fish and chips today. Today we're going to challenge you. You've been watching enough videos, so we're going to challenge you with some timing here, just like in the restaurant. Gets a little crazy, and it's just what you see on the Gordon Ramsay shows, man. Those tickets come out like this, and that machine doesn't stop on a weekend night. So we're going to challenge you a little bit here today. We're going to put the fish in the oven, time our chips, and see if we can get everything going here today. So again, very, very simple. I've got just 2 pieces of cod for me here. While I'm at it, oops, it's going to start slowly heating. About 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil here. All right, we've got our cod. And again, I'm just going to kind of roll it in the oil just a little bit. I've got extra virgin olive oil here today. I want to give this a little bit of flavor. Just like that. Really, really simple. I've got some nice fresh lemon. We're going to put over here. And just gotta have it. I didn't use it in my last video, so I could hear the wine's yelling at me. Just a little bit of white wine. And we're gonna make kind of like a little mini marinade here. I'm just gonna kind of swish this around in our lemon, in our olive oil, in our white wine. Gonna use a little bit of salt. 2 sides of every story. little bit of our pepper blend here. Doesn't matter the seasonings that you like. There's that lemon pepper that's really popular. You can do a little Cajun on here. You could do a little blackening on here that would really, really wake it up and make it good. And I've got just a little bit of dry basil here. Give it some flavor, kind of wake it up. We're just gonna really lightly season a fish. And I thought we'd do this opposed to a fried fish, opposed to something else breaded. We've done a lot of stuff breaded here in the pantry, a lot of stuff kind of heavier. I thought we'd make this a little bit lighter and just have our chips on the side as kind of a little heavier side dish. So that's it. And again, this is a really simple seasoning. I've got the oven preheated to 375 degrees. Got a foil lined baking sheet with a little cooling rack. I'm gonna drop it on there like that. Drop that on there like that. Into the oven we go. About 10 minutes. Okay, let's set our timer here so we don't forget to remember. We got a bunch of stuff going on. Now, our chips. If you check out the YouTube page, I just did a video on a leftover baked potato making a hash. Same batch of baked potatoes, same section of Oregon, same deal here. We're gonna take this potato and cut it into chips and sprinkle up with a little Parmesan and a little fresh pepper and make a really fun play on a potato chip. Used to make these for my kids all the time when they were little, and we do like a grilled hot dog, or in Wisconsin, of course, you have to have a bratwurst, or even a little hamburger. This was a fun little play, fun little snack for them, and we would doctor them up a little bit. And I'm going pretty thick, about a 1/4 inch. Leave the skin on. That skin's gonna crust up really nice. These are gonna be pretty hearty and pretty thick, so one potato probably feed 2 people. And again, a really nice, economical way to use up your leftovers. Fire this up. Get our oil nice and hot. Make sure you can see me here. Let's come this way just a little bit. All right. And we got our oil going. And again, as always, we want to come up with some type of pattern, whether it's clockwise, whether it's counterclockwise. Again, everything's been backwards in my life, so it doesn't really matter which way it goes. Let's see, you know what to flip first. These little ends are the best part. They get really nice and crispy, really nice and simple. And these are probably going to fry up in the time it takes to make our fish. So fish is cooking. We're going to let these brown up just a little bit, and I'm going to see you in a second when it's time to flip the potatoes. Hang in there. Okay, fish has been in right at 6 minutes. So we're getting close here to wrapping everything up. Before I forget, like I forgot earlier, very many thank yous. Thank you to Anna Marie. Thank you to Ann. Thank you to Jim. Thank you to Tim. Thank you to Eric. Thank you to Kim. Thanks everybody for liking the page, for sharing the recipes. Special thanks to Renee. Really, really appreciate it. Renee's a bigger promoter than I am of my stuff. Thank you, sister. Really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I never thought this thing would kick off and really take off like it has. We're about ready to blast it out, meeting next week and the week after. We'll see if we can really push the YouTube page out and promote it. But here's to everybody. Thank you so much. There's my hero, Pasquale. Thank you, everybody. We like it so much the way you like to watch our page. All right. So our chips have been frying. And again, nice. Clockwise motion. Can you see how brown, how crisp these are? And these are really, really a fun play on a potato chip. They're gonna get really nice and crispy. Should still be a little soft in the middle with the thickness. And again, great way to use up your leftover baked potatoes. Just like that. Oops, I got a renegade cater here. Look at that. How's my hair on nose, baby? Really, really good, really, really light. Again, 4 or 5 a person, I think is plenty. Pretty hearty, pretty filling side dish here. So we got about 2 minutes left in our fish. Gonna get our plates ready to go, and we'll be plating sit down for dinner in just a second. Where's the wine? Where did they put that wine? Okay, I think we are right at the bell. So 10 minutes with the fish in the oven. I've got our chips out of the oil. I'm just gonna doctor these up a little bit. So I've got, again, our pepper blend. And again, whatever you like. Certainly some seasoning salt would be great in here. Certainly some kosher salt would be killer in here. A little bit of grated cheese. And you want to season them while they're hot out of the oil. And then the potatoes will actually grab all that flavor. All right, let's take a look at our fish here. Ooh, smells good. All right, out of the oven, just like that. Let's see how I can do this here. If you look really closely, as you're touching the fish, it starts to flake. You're all set to go. So, I'm just gonna plate like this. I've got a little bit of arugula here. More for color than anything else. And if I don't put a garnish on there, my cousin Angela in Las Vegas yells at me. So Angela, a couple times in a row, I remembered the garnish. And I'm just gonna go like that. Little wedge of lemon. And there we have our very simply baked cod with chips. Beautiful play on a fish and chip. You'll see how light, how flaky, how beautiful, as Pasquale would say. Look how nice and light. Really nice with the flavor. You can hear how crunchy these are. You'll see they're still nice and soft in the middle. Okay, I got to remember to take my pictures so I can get it posted up there. The recipe will be up down below. Up down below, does that make any sense? The recipe will be down below in the comments here. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, get a billboard out on the freeway. Let everybody know about Paulie's Pantry. Recipe will be down below, be in our Facebook page, be in our Twitter page as well. Until next time, thank you all very much for the support. Here's our little 10-minute weekday dinner, fish and chips, pantry style. Salute, enjoy your day.